Tales about mankind freeing ourselves from the confinement of Earth and exploring the limitless possibilities of space have been part of our collective imagination for thousands of years. Mass Effect continues this tradition. And though it may take a few concepts from more modern stories like Star Trek and Firefly, you may be surprised to learn that it draws on much older sources as well. The team at BioWare infused Mass Effect with a healthy dose of Greek mythology. There are references to it found throughout the trilogy, the most obvious of which is Cerberus, a reference to the legendary three-headed dog. In mythology, Cerberus was the guardian of Hades, defending it from any outside visitors. Those visitors would be brought there by Charon, the ferryman for dead souls to the underworld. In the Mass Effect universe, Cerberus derives its name from Jack Harper's manifesto, where the elusive man outlines his belief that humanity needs a Cerberus to guard against the alien threats that could come through the Charon relay. The Charon relay being the mass relay connecting Earth to the rest of the galaxy. Shoutouts to Greek history don't stop there. Some branches of Cerberus, like Atlas, are named after Greek gods. The planet Ilos is actually named after the mythical founder of Ilium. And don't forget the paradise planet of Elysium, which shares its name with the mythical heavenly fields of Greek mythology. These ancient Greek figures even influenced the design of characters. Matt Rhodes, a concept artist behind Mass Effect, said the Greek god Ares served as his inspiration when creating the Shadow Broker. Ares is the Greek god of war, who often represents the violent and untamed aspects of humanity. This description could easily apply to the Shadow Broker of Mass Effect 2, who is a Yogg, an alien race known for their violent and aggressive nature. Ares is often depicted wielding a shield on his left arm, similar to the shield the Broker uses in the Lair of the Shadow Broker DLC. The name Prothean may derive from the Greek words proto, meaning first, and theos, meaning god. This is fitting, seeing as the Hanar worship the Protheans as gods, calling them the Enkindlers. The Protheans also bear a strong resemblance to the mythological titan Prometheus, who gave humans the gift of fire, enabling them to learn the arts of civilization. Similarly, in the Mass Effect universe, the Protheans helped advance primitive species, such as humans, by leaving behind their ancient technology. What's in a name? In the Mass Effect series, usually quite a bit. Commander Shepard is named after Alan Bartlett Shepard Jr., the first American in space and the commander of the Apollo 14 mission. In canon lore, Commander Shepard also shares a birthday with the infamous launch of Apollo 13, April 11th. Shepard's default name is John, if male, or Jane, if female. In the United States and Canada, the names John Doe and Jane Doe are used when referring to unidentified persons. The Reaper Sovereign from the first Mass Effect also goes by the name of Nazar. That name comes from Old Turkish, where it means the one who sees or observes. This speaks to the ship's role as the monitor of organic civilization. Sovereign's job was to watch and wait for organics to evolve before calling on the Reapers to return and harvest them. There are also a few references to classic sci-fi films to be found in the series. When Edie wants Joker to give her complete control of the Normandy to escape the Collectors, Joker tells her, "If you start singing Daisy Bell, I'm done."
You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. That is a joke.
This is a reference to Stanley Kubrick's film 2001: A Space Odyssey. In the film, a rogue artificial intelligence decides to kill its astronaut crewmates. Before being shut down, the AI sings Daisy Bell. What you probably didn't know is that Daisy Bell was the first song sung by a computer in real life. In 1961, 3 programmers at Bell Labs were able to recreate the song on the IBM 704, complete with a computerized vocal performance.
Daisy, Daisy, get your ass hurt.
Creepy. Speaking of Edie, her body in Mass Effect 3 was inspired by the iconic design of Maria, the robot in Fritz Lang's silent masterpiece, Metropolis. There's also an interesting Easter egg, not related to science fiction at all, but actual science. In the first Mass Effect, when landing on the Earth's moon, you can find the wreckage of a probe called CCCP Luna 23. The Luna 23 was a Russian probe sent to the moon in 1974 in an attempt to bring back mineral samples to Earth. It was damaged during its landing and was never recovered from the moon's surface. Many aspects of Mass Effect's design are drawn from real life. According to the Art of Mass Effect, The architecture of the ancient Krogans was initially based on the work of Franklin Lloyd Wright, an influential American architect in the early 20th century. But befitting Krogan culture, they gave the designs a more violent and brutal edge. Asari architecture is inspired by a completely different architect, Santiago Calatrava. A modern artist still working today, Calatrava is known for his Spanish neo-futuristic buildings. It's easy to see where the Asari buildings got their space-age look. Lastly, we turn our gaze to the collectors, who obviously pulled their inspiration from insect physiology. These bipedal bugs were created with the electron microscope photographs of insect heads in mind. Glad I could leave you with those lovely images. You thought you knew Mass Effect, but hopefully you've learned just a thing or two more. Do you know of any other historical references we didn't cover here? Share them in the comments section below, and we might include them in a future episode. If you like this show and its format, don't forget to like and share so we know to make more. This has been Commander Shepard. Thanks for watching. I should go. I'm Commander Shepard, and the Shoddycast is my favorite channel on YouTube.